Welcome, ghouls and ghoulettes, to a very special Johnson official podcast. Today we'll be talking about the ghoulish nature of everything in the US at this point in time. Last week we talked about something, and this week we'll be talking about something more interesting. So the theme of this week is basically kill the Indian in him and save the man. That is a quote. You cannot. I did not know. Well, she said it in class, so.
Yeah, no, we're good.
We good.
That's part of our official research. We found.
Hey, editor, can we say that?
Yes, we can.
So, join us, Miss Hall, as we enter the spooky side of the history.
Hey.
All right. So, what do you want to talk about? Who wants to start us off?
We're talking about the Native American boarding schools, right?
Yeah, I can start us off if you guys
I
want.
need a brief explanation of what they are to begin.
All right, I will not start us off.
Well, hey,
Simon?
I can do that. So it was basically, we were expanding westward, and as we were going farther and farther west, for a while we just kept pushing Native Americans farther and farther west, but we started running out of west to go to. And so they were like, what to do with them? And they thought, well, what if we just, make them
Indoctrinate
like us?
them.
Exactly, indoctrination. And so they made boarding schools, and they took them and brought the children to the boarding schools to try and teach them to become the people of society. Normal
essentially
businessman.
to teach them to be American.
Yep. They wanted them to be like the white man, work in factory, use credit card.
It happened from 1869 to 1960.
Yeah.
Now,
That's
look,
like
we
100 years.
We weren't perfect,
about-
Grant.
Yeah,
We weren't perfect.
Well, we didn't do it.
Oh,
I was born in 82.
yeah, exactly, Grant.
Seth, you got something to say?
No.
No, I don't think we specifically did this, buddy. If you got something to say it.
I hate eugenics.
Oh, okay.
I also hate
I
eugenics.
see.
Me too.
I feel like that's one of those things you're moderately supposed to.
I hate Native American boarding schools. I'm gonna say it.
I
Yeah.
hate Native American boarding
It was
schools.
bad.
Oh, are you?
Now we just hope I never run for any political office and nobody finds this channel.
I will hate Native American boys.
Yeah, that's my campaign promise. I will hate Native American boarding.
You have like a billboard, and on it, you put hate Native American boarding schools, just like that. You add the L.
This isn't a Tucker Carlson. It's like Native American boarding schools were the worst.
Slavery was the worst thing that ever happened.
Yeah. Anyway, so basically, the mindset was like the U.S. government forced like thousands of Native Americans to attend assimilations.
My source here is boardingschoolhealing.org. Says that
Yo,
hey, it's a .org, man.
quite a source.
Though we don't know how many children were taken in total, by 1900 there were 20,000 children in boarding.
That's a lot of children.
That
The
is-
children to people scale there is a lot.
There's
Yeah, by
quite a number of children.
1925, that number tripled.
Ooh.
Ooh, baby, a triple.
After the World War, they were like, ramp it up.
Yeah.
Rampant racism.
Ugh.
And then,
All right. So, I mean, we got the main idea. Main idea was to try and teach them the ways of, the British man, teach him to become an
They were-
entrepreneur
Of the basic white man.
of the
They
white
were-
man.
They were very much mistreated in these boarding schools. We're talking physical, sexual, cultural, spiritual abuse, and neglect. And they were tortured for speaking their own language.
It was just a bit cringe.
But then in World War II, we desperately relied on their language.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Let's not talk
Ironic.
about that. Just
Ironic.
Was it ironic?
how the turntables.
Oh, how the turntables you are.
I love The Office.
I also love The Office.
Any like Jim fans?
Jim.
Yeah, Jim Halpert.
I love Jim Halpert.
He was relatable. So.
He also joined the army in
The eugenics.
his own TV show.
What was it called?
Okay, anyway. So basically like assimilation, kinda like get all of their culture out and just make them like us. Boring.
Yep. Boring and can't eat spicy food.
Oh god.
Which
Keep that.
Well, we can talk ill about ourselves.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like who's gonna get mad? Us?
you can.
No.
True.
You're allowed to talk up and you're allowed to talk out, but you can't talk down to people.
I'm not talking down to people, I'm talking down to me.
I thought you were going somewhere completely different with that.
Where'd you think I was going with that, huh, Simon?
I'm not talking to people.
Uh,
I thought I was gonna have to do some editing
Okay.
on that one.
Anyway, off that topic.
All right. Well, but it was the basic idea of if we had all the Native American children and we taught them what we wanted them to know, and we could like control the way they were, which
Mhm.
is a bit weird, but
Just like
not an original thought,
read,
really.
read out their like society, basically,
Yeah.
like through their generations.
yeah.
Like that was the premise.
They probably thought they were doing them a favor.
Yeah, like
know?
the freaking quote I said at the beginning, "Save the man."
Yeah.
That was didn't Miss Hall say that came from some like guy in the Civil War? He
I
like
think.
he was like running a prison thing and he like was taking care of some POWs and he was like, "Oh, I converted them into Christians."
That rings a bell, but I could not tell you the guy's name.
Couldn't tell you either.
But what was I gonna say?
But like these things were around for like these scrolls were around like Grant said from like the
1869 and the 1960s.
so almost like,
Mhm.
Oh, fact check.
I was gonna say way longer than you think it lasts. Really.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, no, like almost 100 years.
I honestly couldn't have told you it went all the way to the 1960s.
Yeah, I would if you asked me, I would have said like
a lot went on in the 60s, let's be honest.
Okay, yeah, that's really fair.
yeah. Yeah.
Not a good time.
Oh, and then like all the white girls now are just like, oh, I want to go back to the 60s. It was such a nice
The
time.
60s. I
What
love
a-
the 60s.
What a good aesthetic.
What a
The
good
Cubans
aesthetic.
have such a good retro aesthetic with their cars.
Put the
Cube,
freaking put the
electric
sleigh jack
orchestra. Dun 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 dun. The sun is shining in the sky, and then it's a bunch of pictures of all the bad things.
Oh yeah. Oh, funny memes.
Yeah.
Morty.
Hmm.
Anything else?
Let's see. I'm looking at our sources.
Yes, sources are good.
Well, it was
Looking for specifics.
let's see. It was a lot of trying to distance the children from their heritage as
Parents.
much as possible.
Like cutting their hair, changing their clothes.
Yeah,
Give 'em
their general like even
names.
like the way they like sat.
Mm-hmm.
They gave them new
Oh,
names, didn't they? They gave them like Christian names.
Yeah,
So
they
Yeah, they
changed
did.
I
their.
found the guy. I think I found the guy's name.
Oh, you did?
Guy.
It's U.S. Cavalry Captain Richard Henry Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Apparently, he said killed the Indian in him and saved the man in a speech.
Oh.
Huh. All around
And
horrible
he
guy.
opened the first one of these schools.
Oh. Yikers. I probably shouldn't have said yikers.
Yikers.
Yeah, that was not thinking.
So cut that out.
No, yikers. Yikers, it's fine.
Yeah, cause yeah, it's fine.
Fine, okay. Sure. Gives me a cute legend.
Sure.
Okay, but it was a cavalryman, and he said, kill the Indian, save the man.
Yeah, along with an entire speech, apparently.
Oh.
I don't have the whole speech. I just have that one quote.
Yeah.
But it says he did a speech.
Mm. And these were, they were mostly along the East Coast, right?
Apparently, tuberculosis was a problem.
It
And the
was.
flu.
Well,
Apparently, it was a problem in the schools. Tuberculosis.
uh-oh. Simon?
I got been at the
Simon?
schools for too long.
You got the TB?
Got the TB.
We should stop making these jokes.
What? No, they're fine.
Are they?
Don't worry about it.
Let's hope you don't get points taken off.
Miss Hall's gonna be like, oh, sorry guys, fighters.
Fighters.
I heard fighters audio.
Ooh.
I didn't hear enough of you guys talking.
Alright, we'll stop
Too much
Josh and Miss
fighters
Hall
audio.
now before she actually takes point.
Yeah, let's stop doing that. Ed's World, Undertale,
World, I love BTS. I love BTS.
Wing Bao.
Jungkook.
Put the gif of, John Cena eating ice cream.
Oh, no.
Jimin is life.
Okay, anyway, back to the very sad reality that America was in.
Yeah. So it was, let's see. Talked about what they are, what they did. What was like, I mean, besides the obvious, what was the end goal? Was the end goal to just
To-
have them, like, become businessmen?
I mean,
To,
to
like,
be honest,
start-
the end goal was probably to get them out of the way.
Yeah, but,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's
Take their land.
honestly fair.
were they trying to get them to be, like, you know, factory workers, or were they aiming higher for, like,
I think they were just to be like, let's like modernize them so they don't hold any like attachment to the land
Those are all
that we're
fair,
just gonna
but I am
take.
genuinely convinced it was literally just to make it so that they are not in the way.
Honestly,
To
yeah.
put them somewhere else.
yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Because
I mean, like,
Yeah,
they
I
were
mean-
running out of places to put them.
Instead of having them in like the the reservations, which
The middle of
take-
Utah.
which take, in America's opinion, a precious land.
Mm-hmm.
Utah.
You just educate some of them and put them in cities.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you
think
put-
about it. While they're in the reservations, they still don't have like full control. While if they're in the boarding schools, then they have full control over them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there could be a lot of reasons.
Well, also, didn't they like send them back after they got
Yeah,
out
they
of the
sent
boarding
them-
school?
Well,
They
yeah,
sent
but
them back so like over the generations, the like old way would die out, and then they could take the land because none of them really like held any more like value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
which
could teach
kind
other
of a-
people. the ways.
Kind
of
of
the white
like
man.
not a cool move,
Not
America.
very
Not-
cool, guys.
Not very pogger.
You know,
Not very
I think you're
PogChamp. Not very PogChamp.
Monka S, actually.
Not very Monka W.
Wait, that is very Monka W. What?
Or no, wait, no, very Monka W.
Monka S, Monka W, all the bad Monkas, honestly.
So actually, America at this time was being very why people sad.
Why people
Yeah.
sad?
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna Twitch emote this for the rest of it.
If you want Twitch, honestly, you know, America should have just people weaved, like people weave,
leaves.
but instead they people arrived. Honestly,
Meanwhile, you just had France over there, cat jamming, revolutionizing
True.
themselves.
The lieutenant guy, Lieutenant Pratt, he was influenced by Puritan beliefs.
The Puritans.
Who would have thunk it?
It all leads back to the Christians. Does it really though? Was this a Christian thing?
probably.
Apparently, Pratt.
I mean, it probably was a little bit, but like,
Every time we say Pratt, put up a picture of Chris Pratt.
okay.
But not his Twitter account.
Oh, I'm not editing this tonight.
Oh, I know you aren't.
You got like 6 hours.
Yeah, I'm doing it tomorrow.
At school.
Maybe.
Are we good? We cover?
What's our time?
I don't know. I should probably
What time
talk
is
a
it,
little
guys?
more.
Guys, what time?
We
What time is
got
it?
Yeah, what time?
Ooh,
15.
it's tail time.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's tail time.
Tail time.
It's tail
bro.
time.
It's tail time. I love
Man,
cakes.
this
sorry.
is. I'm not gonna say it.
This is just like a luau at Mel Gibson's
Oh.
house.
This is just like the luau at Mel
The boarding
Gibson's
schools
house.
are not like a luau.
That is true. The boarding school's not like a luau at Mel Gibson's house.
It's tail time.
Yep, it's tail time. Miss Hall, look up Gex.
Gex.
Enter the Gecko. It's a good game.
It is a good. She's probably played it or heard of it at least.
I hope so.
I hope so too, dude. It's awesome. It's
She's probably
Gex.
seen the John Tron video.
What about the?
I don't think Miss Hall watches
Or not,
John
not-
Tron.
Wait, was it John Tron or Donkey?
Scott the Waz.
Video game Donkey played it twice.
Donkey
I
did
think
play
was-
it.
Yeah, Donkey.
Do you think Miss Hall watches Donkey? Is that a thing that we think?
We can ask her
So
tomorrow.
like and subscribe if you watch Donkey.
Yeah,
Honestly, Miss Hall, you would enjoy Donkey.
if you like Donkey, like and subscribe.
True.
Yeah.
Miss Hall's not gonna accept
Sub to
YouTube
us on
subscription
Patreon.
recommendations from her students.
Sub to us on Patreon if you like Donkey.
True.
Simon, make a Patreon.
I'll make us a Patreon. I think it's free.
Alright. That
Anyway,
can't be
though.
the point of Patreon if it wasn't.
Okay, wait. I'm curious though. I'm curious about the like were they Christian thing.
Look, man, I'm on npr.org right now, and it says
NCR.org.
no, not the NCR. It says that the guy was heavily influenced by Puritan belief.
Okay.
I hate Christians like back then. They sucked.
W camp, an APOW camp converted 12 prisoners to Christianity.
That's great. They probably wanted to leave.
All I'm
He got-
saying
he
is
got
I've
those
never
12
met a
prisoners.
nice kid named Christian.
True. He
Christ-
he got those 12 prisoners to help him recruit children
Don't look up
Maybe-
Chris Chan.
for school. Okay, Miss Hall definitely knows Chris Chan.
Oh, we've had a
we've
conversation
had
about
a
Chris Chan.
Conversation.
We've had several conversations about Christian.
But yeah, looking through it,
Not good ones.
looking through the sources, it seems to be kind of religiously motivated, but not really.
It was probably economically motivated.
It was
but,
mostly the
like,
government.
it had a
it seems.
side benefit of turning them Christian.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. It says that the way it was structured, the senior students were the ones that punished the younger students when they like stepped out of line.
Oh.
Well, yeah, because they were brainwashed at that point.
Yeah.
By the time they were like,
But, like that
20,
could be
they were
pretty traumatic.
deep in there.
Yeah, no, that's not cool.
Not very.
That's certainly not cool.
Kind
A
of
little
monk ass, if you ask me.
Yeah, true.
No, that is freaking monk. That is and we'll put up a picture of the emote. I'm pretty sure I've showed you guys the emote.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Pratt's honestly making me resident sleeper.
Pratt is like Connor 6 Woe.
Con 6 whoa.
And Connor 6 Woe is the scene from Drake and Josh where Drake goes, "Whoa." A bit of an outdated joke, mostly because of
Some of the big names of the school was like the Carlisle was the big one.
Yeah,
Paul
that's
mentioned,
the first one. Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that was the first. That's the one Pratt started.
Hello. Oh. Let's see. The big one was like Carlisle and stuff, and it was
This guy's name was Richard.
Richard.
put up a picture. Put up that GIF. Throw the GIF video of Richard like sliding out of the car.
Jake Pratt.
I asked.